The aftermath of the Omnic crisis affected the entire world, perhaps nowhere more drastically than in the Australian outback. Due to an attack on the Omnium's fusion core, the area was transformed into an irradiated wasteland. Survivors, like Jameson Fox, were greatly affected by the resulting radiation. Post an eviction from Junkrat Town and a subsequent international crime spree, the explosive-obsessed Junkrat has found himself in the Nexus. And wherever Junkrat goes, havoc and bedlam can't be far behind. Junkrat is a ranged assassin who displaces and roots enemies while dealing a ton of explosive damage. Junkrat's trait is total mayhem. Just like in Overwatch, when Junkrat is killed, he drops a series of grenades which explode and deal damage to any enemy caught in the area. His first basic ability, Frag Launcher, launches a grenade that bounces in the same direction until it ricochets off terrain or hits its target and explodes. When cast, a circle around Junkrat shows the target area where he'll fire the initial shot, and the line indicator shows the direction and distance his grenades will bounce. Frag grenades deal half damage to structures and have 4 charges that replenish all at once. Junkrat's W ability places a concussion mine at a target location. Once placed, his D key becomes the activatable ability, Detonate Mine, which triggers his mine to deal damage and knock back enemies nearby. Concussion Mine has no time limit and lasts until he chooses to trigger it or place a new mine. As you would expect, Junkrat takes no damage from being knocked away by his own mines, allowing him to make a stylish getaway. With his next ability, Steel Trap, Junkrat tosses out a giant metal-toothed trap. Once armed, it injures and roots the first enemy that strays too close. Junkrat can only have one active trap, and recasting destroys the old one.
Fire in the hole!
Riptire is Junkrat's first heroic ability. After Junkrat lets her rip, he controls this motorized bomb for a short period. While active, the Riptire's Q ability allows it to jump over enemies and terrain alike. Once the bomb has reached its destination, he can activate it and deal damage to enemies in the blast radius. The closer they are to ground zero, the more damage they take. The Riptire can be killed by enemies, and if you take too long to reach your targets, it will expire. Since Junkrat is vulnerable while his Riptire is out, be sure to activate it from a safe location. Unless you like to live dangerously. Junkrat's second heroic, Rocket Ride, brings the explosives in an all-new way. After taking a couple seconds to hop aboard his customized rocket, Junkrat blasts into the stratosphere. His landing location is controlled by a movable targeting cursor, and after a few seconds, Junkrat lands smack dab in the center, dealing damage and activating his Total Mayhem trait. After a short rest, Junkrat reappears no worse for wear at the Hall of Storms, and can cruise his missile back into the fight with incredible speed. Causing chaos is what Junkrat does best. Knock your enemy around, tire them out by forcing them to dodge grenades and traps. If your enemy isn't totally confused and exhausted, then you're not doing your job right. Here are a few ways you can spread the mayhem. Chattering Teeth upgrades Junkrat's steel traps, allowing them to slowly chase down enemy heroes that come within biting range. The Spread Volley talent is an activatable ability that causes the remaining charges in Junkrat's Frag Launcher to fire 3 grenades in a spread. Once you're out of grenades, the party's over, so activate it at the right time. Cannonball adds extra power to Junkrat's grenades, increasing the size of the explosions for his basic attack, Frag Launcher, and even Spread Volley. Plus, you get to fire cannonballs at people. The Nexus is a cosmic storm, violent and unpredictable. And where there's unpredictable violence, there's usually Junkrat as well. Make sure to subscribe to Heroes of the Storm around the web for the latest information, and we'll see you in the Nexus.
I won! I won! What did I win?